Hi, welcome. My name is Dale McCluskey, and on this video, I want to discuss why it is that this very popular idea in terms of approaching a relationship problem between a dog and owner by way of learning, in terms of a learning-based exercise, does not meet the standard of what defines science in terms of truth, in terms of all the inherent problems that are directly associated, connected to this very popular idea, even as those who identify as force-free and balanced dog trainers continue to push and market this idea to the public. And again, if you look around on social media, if you look at all the problems that are happening, and again, I'm going to go through a bunch of them, it should get your attention. Okay, it should send up a red flag as to, okay, there's something seriously wrong here in terms of the state of the dog training world. Why is it that so many dogs are being blamed, are being euthanized as a result of unresolved behavioral issues, even after investing your time, money, and energy into this very popular idea, even as dogs are looking amazing, responding for treats, moving around the dog training environment, only to discover after you've gotten your certificate and gone back into the real world that something isn't right here. I'm still dealing with all these behavioral issues. What is wrong? And the kind of default position of these sold out trainers is to make excuses, blame the dog, give it more time, being locked into a managing a problem situation, and on it goes. I understand this has been happening since the beginning, and you're seeing a escalation by way of the dog training world. You're seeing all this back and forth. You see this happening by way of certain situations involving, let's say, Zach George and the Dog Daddy, the Jeff Gellman bonker situation, and how it is that even within their own groups, piling on to their own in terms of trying to call out, trying to gain more popularity. Meanwhile, it's continuing to make money, exploit this idea. It's again, on it goes. So again, I talk about, okay, how it is that this very popular idea does not meet the standard of real science, even while, again, both these groups try to pass this off as a solution. So again, this is where, again, even, balanced dog trainers, such as Robert Cabral, making, okay, contradictory statements, talking about, science, okay, has no place in dog training, which is very, interesting to make a statement like that based on the fact that balanced dog trainers are in agreement with approaching training as a learning-based exercise by way of what's called the 4 quadrants, and with how they engage a relationship problem between dogs and owners with motivating the dog to respond at the very beginning. I talk about, again, how that sets in motion a counterfeit picture for so many dogs and owners. And again, when I talk about, again, that this does not meet the standard of real science, understand that right at the starting gate, okay? And this is why, again, I talk about, the problem at the beginning, the jumping in point in terms of what the problem is. And I also talk about the solution, okay, by way of a intentional interaction-based approach that reconciles both in terms of relationship, in terms of the role of the owner, as well as the role of influence. So again, all these definitions that are out there by way of these trainers who talk about corrections, they talk about punishment, they talk about certain adversive tools. But again, I talk about the right way, okay, to define what defines physical force is influence, how it's defined in and through the relationship in terms of dogs as social animals, how they connect with us at that level. And again, tying that into, once a relationship problem is underway, a intentional interaction-based method that reconciles, it brings influence into a process at the right level, the right way, which changes perceptions of dogs in terms of diminishment of unwanted behavioral issues. So my encouragement again to anyone who is on social media, you're listening to these trainers, Force Free and Balanced, try to, pass this idea off as, science. Understand that it's not science, okay? It does not meet the standard. Doesn't matter. Understand that the problem starts at the very beginning. Understand that, there's never been a study in terms of dogs as social animals, in terms of how the decision-making process is governed at that level. And again, in fact, I've written a book about this called The Mind and Body Connection, where I go right back into Skinner's research notes, where the clues are there right at the beginning that something is terribly wrong. But instead of, again, advocating the right way in terms of, okay, what's real science? Well, it's about truth, okay? It's about, let the chips fall where they may. No, instead, it's like, okay, no, we're going to actually, we're going to do it our way. We're going to make our crooked path straight, so to speak. And so, again, understand the problem started at the very beginning. And all balanced dog trainers have done is they've built off of this already corrupted idea. And so, again, we talk about why is it that, all these bad things are happening? Why is it that balanced dog trainers are losing their tools, such as remote collars? Well, there's a reason for that. It's all symptomatic. Why is it that, breed-specific bans are happening? Symptomatic. This very popular idea that, again, does not line up, okay? And again, this is why so many people are confused. They're looking for answers. There are none. So my encouragement, again, if you're looking for answers, check out the information I put out. It's very specific. It goes totally against the grain, okay? But again, it follows the path in terms of, dogs as social animals. It reconciles your role in the relationship, and it provides clear answers, a clear path forward in terms of, of a better relationship for you and your dog. So again, I encourage you to check my website. Lots of great information. And again, in terms of clearing up what the confusion is, I do that. I encourage you to watch my series, Flipping the Script, again, where I talk about not just the problem, but the solution by way of a intentional interaction-based approach. Thanks for watching.